diversifying foreign ministries, outreach in various fields, and thank you so much for doing that. Thank you also for focusing on Kashmir day in and day out, whether it is your spokesman's statements, whether it is your own pronouncements, very authoritative pronouncements, or whether it is the entire machine which is working for the realization of the right to self-determination of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And we are grateful to you. The people of Jammu and Kashmir are grateful to you for that. Let me also tell you that this exhibition that you have organized is both timely and very important, because a cultural invasion has started in the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And the world is watching, but it is watching. UNESCO is silent, and so are other international organizations. They haven't paid attention to this parallel invasion that started on August the 5th, 2019. I can tell you that there's a planning in Delhi for constructing some 100,000 temples in the occupied territory. There are threats to mosques and shrines in the occupied territory, and all vestiges of Muslim culture and heritage are being wiped out, or there are plans to wipe them off the landscape of the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. So this is one thing that is happening. Other symbols have been taken away, or other cultural traits of the Kashmiris. For instance, their language, dress is also being challenged. It is being ridiculed, it is being cartooned. I'm proud that today many foreign ministry officials have donned the cultural apparel of Kashmiris. Thank you so much for doing that. Let me also tell you that, Islam came to the state of Jammu and Kashmir not by conquests, but through the teachings of mystics and saints. And that's why it was accepted by the entire population. The conversions that took place were very smooth, were very voluntarily. So there were no enforced conversions or proselytizations. Now, let me tell you that one of the figures that we always commemorate and remember is Shah Hamdan, who traveled all the way from Central Asia, and centuries ago he brought with him arts, crafts, and industry. And that's why you see these distinct characteristics, like you have carpet weaving and shawl weaving, you see this wood carving, and most of them have come from Central Asia, which creates and reinforces this affinity between the state of Jammu and Kashmir and Central Asia, and also Pakistan. So I think that Kashmiri culture is distinct. Kashmiri language itself, Kashmiri is also cherished. The use of English, of Urdu as lingua franca, and that also has been attacked. In fact, it has been replaced by the Hindi language and Hindi script. So this is Devanagari script, as it is called. So it is a big challenge. So when you hold an event like this here in the Foreign Ministry, it will send a message, a loud and clear message to the Indians, the genocidaires there in the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, to these violent extremists sitting in Delhi and executing their evil plans. It will also send a message to the international community, and there are so many representatives of the international community who are sitting here today. So thank you so much, Foreign Ministry, for doing that. And let me come to the last point. And the last point is that in Azad Kashmir, you'd be surprised to know, very many people do not know, we have rich cultural heritage also. We have ancient shrines. We have, for instance, shrines of Saheli Sarkar or Baba Sahib Shahid, and there are others, for instance, Khadi Sharif and Haji Pir. And you go to Azad Kashmir and you'll see shrines of saints there on the peaks. Most of these saints prefer to go to the peaks, very inaccessible peaks, but they have their shrines there. Pir Chanasi, there is another shrine. We also have these ancient buildings and structures. For instance, in Sardar, we have a 2,000-year-old temple, which was in fact a university. And we are trying to reincarnate it as a university. We also have Boxer Fort, which is about 600 years old. We have Ramkot Fort, Mangla Fort, Red Fort in Muzaffarabad. We also have another fort in Muzaffarabad. But what I want to say is that you have a very rich and diverse landscape in Azad Kashmir, and we can promote this tourism, not only religious tourism, but also we can show lots of antiquities to the people, which date back centuries, as a matter of fact. So, and we have started that process. I can show you that the government of Azad Jammu and Kashmir has started that process. We're planning in collaboration with the government of Pakistan. I also want to thank the OIC organization. It is called IRSICA, which in early 2019 held a very successful exhibition here at Serena Hotel, which was inaugurated by the President of Pakistan. And it was organized in collaboration with the government of Pakistan and also the government of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. My invitation to all of you is to come to Azad Jammu and Kashmir and to visit these places. And you'll be fascinated and mesmerized with not only the rich historical heritage that we have, but also by the warmth of the people who would receive you there. My final point is that I spoke as the president of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. The title of the state is the state of the Azad state of Jammu and Kashmir. What does that mean? When we constituted this government back in 1947, October the 24th, 1947, this government represented the entire territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and this was the liberated part. This was the liberated part. So I am the president of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and I spoke as the president of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the foreign minister, to the foreign ministry for this great initiative. You have touched the hearts and minds of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable remarks. May I now invite on stage